Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. Most Feared is finally here, and today we are looking at the brand new MARSHAWN Lynch. And of course, make sure you stick around to the end of the video where we will fill out MARSHAWN Lynch's final report and compare him to the other running backs in the game right now. Our shout out of the day today goes to my man Madden Prod 556 for commenting the emoji of the day on last video. And if you want a chance to be shouted out in the next one, let's comment the pumpkin emoji. So here is MARSHAWN Lynch. Here is beast mode, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, which in those two stats, which is probably the most important for a player in this game, he's the best for a running back. We have 89 speed guys in this game, like Walter Payton, like Derrick Henry, but their acceleration doesn't match their speed. So having that good excel with that speed is going to make MARSHAWN feel really, really good with the ball in his hands. But 85 agility, 86 carrying, 89 COD, 89 trucking, 90 break tackle. And my main problem with the MARSHAWN Lynch card is the fact that he's a power back, but just plays light because he is 215. And if I want to use a power back and not use an elusive back, I want a guy who's 240, 245, Derrick Henry's. I want guys like that as my running back. I'm using a power back. So that's been the problem with me for MARSHAWN Lynch cards in the past. Hopefully today with that 88 strength and, the good break tackle, this card's going to play a little bit more solid than what I'm used to seeing from a MARSHAWN Lynch card. If we head down here, 88 juke move, unfortunately, is not going to be enough for jukebox, which would have been really nice on this card because he would have had the power stats and be able to have the super glitchy juke. But today I do want to try out Backlash. I'm going to give Backlash a try and hopefully wear down the defense for 2 AP. Let's give it a try. Why not? But here are the rest of MARSHAWN's abilities. Yes, unfortunately, no RB Apprentice. Nothing like that on MARSHAWN Lynch. So ability-wise, I think that's going to hurt him a lot. That's going to hurt him a lot. And you're going to see it on the final report. Ability-wise, that hurts him a lot because Jukebox is just good. Like, you can't argue Jukebox is probably one of the best abilities in this game right now. The way it makes your running back move is just insane. Will the 88 juke move be enough? Probably just every once in a while, but it's not going to compare to Jukebox. Once you put Jukebox on, it doesn't matter. Like, it just changes the way a running back plays. It really does. It can get you extra 15 yards on busted plays, things like that. But MARSHAWN Lynch, we're going to have to see how this card plays. So let's hop into a game, and hopefully this will be the year for MARSHAWN Lynch. All right, here we go. Game number one. My opponent drove down and scored. Before we get started here in game number one, though, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. We post daily Madden 24 content, and Mac dude just blew the block. MARSHAWN gets a stiff arm on the first play, though, against Pal Kraus, but yeah, not the most ideal start. I also don't like playing cover 4 really as well, but we could just start throwing the RPO and make them respect it a little bit more. We could start doing things like that if we wanted to, but cover 4 is actually a really good run D. But the RPO is probably what we're going to have to continue to throw here and try to get him out of that cover 4 because cover 4 is just annoying to face. But here we go, especially for a running back gameplay. But let's try to get to the outside here. Block him this time, Gronk. And MARSHAWN Lynch, first down for MARSHAWN Lynch. I got a feeling this one's going to be a tough game to run again. Like, I think this game's going to be a little bit tougher running. This guy's got a really good looking squad. Two linebackers in there. Let's try to go up the middle here with MARSHAWN, though. Step on a MARSHAWN, and yeah, this card feels really good. That acceleration speed combination at 89-89, so something that I just haven't felt yet this year on a running back. So having that burst, it does feel really good. And let's see how, Backlash, we're going to continue to try to make Backlash work too. And I want to try to get him into man coverage. I didn't really get that second level blocking that I was looking for. But yeah, if you do find videos like this helpful, hitting that like button is always appreciated. And it does help the video get out to some more people. But here we go. Another little stretch run here from MARSHAWN. For some reason, we're just not blocking Pal Kraus. I mean, I can maybe try to get to the outside a little bit more. For some reason, we're just not blocking Paul. I was calling him Pal Gasol. Paul Kraus. I might have to throw the bubble here on 2nd and 9 just because of how he's, like, look how he's playing this. Like, that's free. That is literally free. And there's that juke on DK. Unfortunately, it's not a DK gameplay, but, you see what the skip juke can do. And I think MARSHAWN should have a good enough juke where he's able to do that. I got to show you guys the juke real quick. I haven't done that yet, but we get an opportunity here. Okay, it's not bad. You're already covered ground, but it's just not jukebox. Just not jukebox. It's solid though. Definitely bet. I was hoping maybe they give him jukebox. But to me, this is what makes, like, that would have made MARSHAWN Lynch somewhat special. Like kind of, good speed, good acceleration, power back with jukebox would have made him feel at least a little bit special. At least a little bit in my opinion. I tried skipping back in that hole, but right back to it. Let's see what he does. He plays off coverage. The RPO is wide open, but we need Gronk to pick up Paul Kraus, and also, this dude Troy Polamalu is just shooting gaps right now. All right, now he's in a different formation now. He's got like 3 backers in now. And this guy off the edge. There's that jukebox, MARSHAWN. Let's turn that corner, MARSHAWN. There we go. There's that, I mean, not jukebox. There's that juke, though, for Marshawn Lynch. Let's try to go up the middle here on the 1 yard line. Hasn't done anything too crazy. Surprised it wasn't a run commit there. Looks like off the edge. And again, that's where I didn't get a first down. Oh my goodness. But yeah, to me, like it's weight in this year's game where I might fall forward there. You know what I mean? Having a heavy running back and just being able to fall forward consistently, that's where being 215 to me does hurt Marshawn Lynch. It just does, in my opinion. Let's see what he's thinking here. Should actually get in the end zone with Marshawn, and there we go. Also, you can't air truck your 215. But the juke did feel good, and the speed and acceleration felt pretty good. On a Seattle team, this card is going to just be nasty because, yeah, you're going to be able to get him to 90-90 or 91-91. So that's the whole thing about Marshawn Lynch. Let's see what he plays here. It does go man-to-man, and we should be into the end zone again. Running that wing slot. Wing slot is, you know, probably my most effective run scheme. So I went to it for this gameplay. But so far, so good for Marshawn. So far, so good. And I will say I am kind of feeling the same things that the same gripes I have with other Marshawn Lynch cards in the past. I'm feeling that right now because it's just the weight issue. It's the weight issue with Marshawn Lynch and, the stats that they give him. Because obviously, it's just tough for them to replicate what he can do in the game. I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain. But hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. Because you got to have weight to back it up. You just got to. Not conservative tackles. I read it wrong. Yeah, get the middle here with Marshawn. And there we go. Nice little 5-yard game. 12 for 44. The clock is going to run. The clock is just going to run. Here we go. And he's gone. That's also going to happen when you run the ball every single play. Your opponent, you will have a lead. Your opponent will have a lead and he'll leave because he just doesn't want to do it anymore. All right, here we go. I am in a monster morph game, which you can actually play without actually getting the morph strat card, which I found pretty interesting. I'm not sure if this guy has them. I don't think he has the morph strat cards. Are those guys bigger? I don't think they are. But here we go. Back to the run here at Marshawn. Turn that corner, and there you go. Okay, and backlash lit up right there, so that must have been a non-conservative tackle. And yeah, the plan is with the backlash is to wear your opponent down. So if you can get that to light up, you're in a good spot. And he has interior threat on Aaron Donald. Here we go. Let's try it again. Turn that corner. Jukebox Marshawn Lynch makes the guy stumble, and there we go. Yeah, the acceleration on this card feels really good. It definitely does. It definitely does. I mean, I've been using Frank Gore, who also has 89 acceleration as well. But he doesn't have 89 speed. He's got 87 speed for me. So, yeah, I mean, it feels good. The juke, I mean, he can definitely juke. It's not jukebox, though. Like I said, there's levels to this. It's not a jukebox level juke, but there's that speed. Marshawn, turn that corner, baby. I tried juking there. I probably just should have saved my energy, but this guy is getting gashed at a much higher clip than the last guy was. As you can see, this run is just stupid good. This wing slot run is, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they patch this thing. I would not be surprised. And it's getting more popular and more popular. But let's try to go up the middle here, backside, see how he plays it. You put a linebacker in, and he does get a tackle. But again, backlash lit up right there. Let's see what he does. Turn that corner, Marshawn, run him over. There we go. Marshawn Lynch kind of somewhat falling forward. And I'll be honest, I haven't even peeked at the RPO yet. I don't even know. It could be cooking. Here we go. Run up the middle. Marshawn, run him over. Marshawn, get in the end zone. And again, that's the weight thing with this card. I think strength's going to matter as far as like triggering stiff arm animations and things like that. But strength's not going to help him fall forward. It's just not going to help him do that. And I wish I had the stretch in here ready to go because it would be a free touchdown if I had stretch play called ready to go. Up the middle, Marshawn Lynch, get falling forward, man. Get falling forward, Marshawn. I'm going to call the stretch here. I should always call stretch and then audible into the inside zone. Instead, I'm an idiot. This should be the freest touchdown of our lives right now. With the way he's playing this defense, I don't see the vision. I didn't see the vision when he called. I don't know. Does that Marshawn Lynch? Okay, there we go. So let's see how he actually stuck. Oh my goodness, Avante, chill. And we're gonna get another pick there with Quincy Williams, who I think that might be Quincy Williams' 8th game, and I think I have 7 picks with him. He moves crazy, and he's gonna go ahead and leave on that. So, did we get enough Marshawn touch? I don't know if we did. We got him a bunch of carries, but 2 games. Yeah, let's go to the final report. I got a pretty good feel for this card. So for Marshawn Lynch's final report, I'm going to give him 17 stars. Physical is 5, almost gave him 4 because he is only 215, but still, good strength, top tier speed and acceleration, Marshawn Lynch physical 5. Stats also 5, great power back stats, even does get the 88 juke move, which is really nice. For the abilities, 3 stars. You guys see it, 3 stars for abilities. Doesn't get RB Apprentice or Jukebox, and I don't care what you say. You know, if you're going to run abilities on your running back, the only 2 probably worth using right now are Jukebox or RB Apprentice. That is it. Power animations, I've never been the biggest fan of them. They're nice in short yardage scenarios, but they're just not as effective as a Jukebox where, you can make a guy miss without even touching him. with Bulldozer or Armbar, it's still a pretty slow interaction compared to Jukebox, where you can just skip past a guy and continue to run. So Jukebox, to me, just by far king in Madden 24. So if you are going to run abilities, if you're not going to use abilities on MARSHAWN Lynch, that doesn't matter at all. If you're not going to run the abilities, obviously you can put Freight Train on them, X Factor, whatever. And then finally, for the animations, it's going to be 4-star. Didn't trigger that many today. And I do think his weight's going to tie into that a little bit. The strain's good for stiff arms, but as far as falling forward and trucking, it's going to be a 4-star. I didn't feel like, like with Walter, I was able to feel some, even with Bo, I was able to feel some more broken tackles, things like that. And we still got, I don't even know how many carries in that game, in that video, probably 20, 25 plus carries in that gameplay. So I got a pretty decent feel for the card. That one could debatably be a 5, and the best I would do on this card is about 18, because those abilities are just bad on him. The abilities are just bad. And yes, if you're wondering, would him getting Jukebox have given him 5-star in abilities? Yes, it would have. It definitely would have. So, yeah, he definitely did miss there. But MARSHAWN Lynch, let me know if you're adding him to your squad. If you have a Seattle team, I would do it. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.